Good afternoon, morning, evening, ukulele friends. Glad to have you back again. Mr. Koenig here just to kind of recap what happened in class today. We were going over today several of our Christmas carols. We only have one more week before break, so yeah, that was our last couple opportunities. We were working on some chord playing, which would be helpful to play along with some of these songs. Of course, Jingle Bells and some of the other Christmas carols have chords that we don't know just yet, but we were working on things like our F chord, our C chord, our C7, our G7, and we have a new one called D7, which is going to appear in some songs soon. It's very similar to the F chord. We have our F major chord, which is on our fourth and second strings. We have our first finger and our second finger. Our D7 chord, this finger up here that's on the first fret, well, we're going to put our other finger, our third finger here, our ring finger, on the second fret. And if we play that one, that's a D7 chord. It's kind of got a hole in the middle there, if we can see. So that's our D7. Just something to consider. We'll add that into a couple songs later on. We talked about Jingle Bells. We played, and we didn't just talk about it, we played through the bottom two lines here, making sure that we are looking at the tablature as opposed to looking at our fingers. If we start doing this where we're looking at our fingers, we get lost. It's hard to take our eyes from here to the page and find exactly where we are really quickly. So as you're watching your child play, one of the things to look out for is their thumb behind the neck here, or is it doing this, or is it doing this? If it's any of those latter two, you're going to want to correct them a little bit. We're going to take our thumb and we're going to anchor it behind the neck of the guitar. That way, like for instance in Jingle Bells, we have nothing higher than the third fret. So what ends up happening is if that thumb's anchored, then I don't look at my fingers, I look at the page and I can know right where my fingers are going to go. Third fret means I put down my third finger. Second fret means I put down my second finger, and so on and so forth. I'll play through the last two lines of Jingle Bells here, and then I'll accompany maybe your kids playing Jingle Bells. So here I go. There we go. Now, your turn. I'll accompany you. 5, 6, 7, 8. How'd you do? Hopefully pretty good. Awesome work. We talked about on Silent Night here that we actually end up having to shift. And this, yes, we are going to have to look back and forth between our eyes and the music. I'll point out a couple things here. Notice we've got 5th fret. Now on a guitar that would be a really big stretch, but on ukulele it's not too bad. If I look at these three notes here, where I've got 5, 5, 2, what I can do is I can shift my hand up a little bit so that I have 5th fret here, which has a dot on it, and then I can come back down. Where that's going to be really important is down here where I have a lot of high notes. I've got that's kind of tough to do without looking at your ukulele. Most of what we've been doing, we anchor that thumb, but here it's going to require us to move. I'll try that one again. Notice fifth fret I play with my first finger, and then 8th fret, which is just past a dot, I used my 3rd finger. And then to stylize, we're allowed to slide up if we need. 3rd fret up to 7th fret. 3rd, 7th. And on, I think all of your kids' ukuleles, there's a dot for 7th fret there too. Usually for 5th, 7th, 9th maybe, and 12th up here. So anyhow, if you have any questions, please let me know. Your kids should just be practicing these songs. We'll move on to some of the other stuff again after break. I just want to make an invitation. I think I did this a couple of weeks ago, but this is a little bit different concert. On my webpage, I put an invitation for our 36th Infantry Division Band concert. It has all the information for you, the location, time, and all that. I normally don't ask for or beg for attendance, but my Army band doesn't always do local concerts. A lot of times when we do a big sit-down concert, it's out of town, and what that means is that we're playing for folks that we're unfamiliar with. If we can get a good audience locally, then we're playing for folks that we know, our own local families and whatnot. So this concert, it's our Christmas concert. There's going to be a lot of tunes, a lot of playing and singing along, and I'll even be conducting the band on a piece. I'd love to have some folks come out. The only thing military about it is that we're going to be wearing our uniforms. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bring your kids, your grandparents, anybody, the babies, we don't care. And I told the kids, the first 200 people to show up are welcome to come and take a selfie with me. That's something that you want. But the kids are certainly welcome to come up on stage and hang out with the band members before or after the concert. So anyhow, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, happy practicing. Get in lots of minutes, and we'll see you later. Bye.